saha nāvavatu, saha bhunaktu, saha viryam karyavavahai, tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. May all of us be protected. May all of us be nourished. May all of us do brave deeds. May all of us be enlightened by light of knowledge. May there be peace, peace, and peace alone. Hello everyone, welcome. Can you guys see and hear me well? Thank you. Thank you for confirming. So, today we are going to do Vipassana. It's already in the announcements. But I also want to touch upon what we have done so far. And just to recap what we have done so far, because this is important as to understand what we are doing and how we have come to this particular practice. So in the beginning we started with mantra meditation, where we focused our attention on reciting a particular mantra, and we tried to hold our attention with that particular mantra. And then in the same session, in the next half of that session, we tried to hold our attention at our heart region. In the next session, in which we did Shambhavi, we tried to hold our attention in the center of our eyebrows. So this whole practice is about development of concentration. In the next session, in Ānāpāna, we tried to hold our attention with the breath. We tried to observe our breath continuously. So in all of these different sessions, what we did is we tried to build our concentration to be able to keep our attention with one object, one static object. Breath definitely is a moving object, but when we were trying to hold our attention, we were trying to identify the areas in our nostril where the breath hit, where it made the contact. We tried to hold our attention there. That's the practice of Ānāpāna, where you try to hold your attention in the nasal cavity or in the upper lip region, the region between your nose and the upper lip. So those are practices to hold our attention in one particular place. Today in Vipassana, we are going to start moving our attention from one spot in the body to different spots. We have done a little bit of this in progressive muscle relaxation, but that is different from what we are going to do today, because in progressive muscle relaxation, we try to produce the intent of relaxing that particular body part. But in Vipassana, which basically stands for being able to see in a spatial way. Vipassana. Vi basically means spatial and pasyana is to see. To be able to see in a particular way, and that particular way itself is by not trying to modify our experience in any way. Just like what we did in Ānāpāna. Vipassana is a gradual progression to that. In Ānāpāna, we try to observe our breath without making any effort to modify it in any way, accepting it as it is. Same thing we are going to do in Vipassana, but we are going to move our attention throughout our body like a body scan, but with no intent to modify our experience or sensation in any way. That is the core practice of Vipassana. Now, I want to talk a little bit about what is the practice, how we actually do the practice, and then we will start. So, there are a couple of important aspects of Vipassana that we should understand before we begin the practice, because when we actually start the practice, we will try to keep our instructions as minimal as possible so that we can focus on our own sensations instead of you trying to focus on my voice. But to be able to do it properly, we should know a couple of things. So first thing in Vipassana is we have to scan our body in a very systematic way. When I say systematic, I basically mean sequential and with equanimity. So, when I say sequential, it basically means we start in a particular order and end in a particular order. We start from the top of our head and slowly scan each body part and go to the tip of our toes. And then we begin coming back from the tip of our toes, slowly coming upwards and end at the start of our head. And we keep on doing this for whatever period we decide to do the session for, 20 minutes or 30 minutes. We start from the top to bottom and bottom to top, top to bottom, bottom to top. In a particular sequence, it's not like if I suddenly feel something on my left arm, whether I am trying to scan my right arm or if I am trying to scan my leg, my attention should not directly jump back to my left arm if there is a sensation. Yes, it may happen that there is a strong sensation and it may jump, but we should not try to observe that sensation but try to pull our attention back to whichever body part we were trying to scan as per the sequence. That's one important thing. Another thing that I said is equanimity. So when we are going to observe each body part, we have to be equanimous about the sensation. Whatever may be the sensation in that particular area, it may be pleasant, it may be unpleasant, but if the sensation is pleasant, we should not stay in that region observing that particular sensation for longer than a specified period of time that we already, that generally is considered to be about, sorry for this, I'll just put it in do not disturb. Yeah, so when we are trying to scan our body systematically and we find a particular region where we have a pleasant sensation, we do not want to keep holding on to that sensation for longer than whatever period we have specified. Or if we try to scan our body and find an unpleasant sensation in some area, we do not try to run away from that sensation. We observe that body part also for that same specified amount of time, which is generally considered to be 1 or 2 minutes. So, with that said, we can start the session, and because this will be a guided session and we will be going through all the body parts one after another, and then we have to make our way back from our toe to the top of the head, I want at least we should be able to complete one full body scan cycle when we travel our attention from the top of our head to the bottom of our feet and from bottom of our feet to the top of our head. So probably this session will be a little bit longer than usual. So if you guys are ready, can we do it for 30 minutes? We generally do all our sessions for 20 minutes, but just give me some feedback through chat. If it's okay, I can set a timer for 30 minutes and we can do this for 30 minutes. Okay, very good. So let's start. So what we are going to do is we will start and I will be guiding you through the meditation. I will be telling you step by step which body part to observe, and once we complete one full cycle of body scan, then you can continue yourself in the same fashion. You do not have to stop, and when the bell rings, when it is time to stop, you can just if you want, you can continue doing your body scan until you complete the whole sequence, or you can also stop when the bell rings. But what I am trying to say here is we will be doing guided for the first full scan, and the next scan we can do, you can just guide yourself mentally as per the prior instructions that I give you in the first scan, and from there you can just keep it doing until the bell rings. But I think it will take 30 minutes is very small time if we are doing this for the first time. Generally, if you are very adept in Vipassana, you can do a full body scan in 6 minutes. But when we are going to start this very first time, if you are doing, then it may take 20 minutes or so for just one complete body scan. And because it is going to be guided, it will be even longer. So let's begin. Sit in a comfortable posture. If you are seated on chair, just try to come to the front edge of the chair. Keep your feet flat on the ground. And your spine, head and neck in one line. If you are seated on ground, you can sit cross-legged, or you can sit in thunderbolt posture or sukhasana or easy pose, whichever is you are comfortable with. Here also try to keep your head, neck and spine in one line. You can keep your hands in your thighs or in your lap. If you wear spectacles, you can remove the spectacles. Start by taking few deep breaths. We'll take 3 deep breaths before we begin. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. And last, breathe in and breathe out. Now allow your breathing to take its natural course. Relax. Try to bring your attention in your nostril. Try to observe your breathing. just like we did in Ānāpāna. Try to be with your breath for a minute. Now we will begin Vipassana. Gently bring your attention to the top of your head. Try to observe any sensation in that region. Pleasant, unpleasant, warmth, cold, throbbing, vibration, itching, anything. Just observe. Move your attention to the back of your head. All of your scalp. Any sensation. We just have to observe. Bring your attention to your forehead. Any tension, any contraction, any sensation. Just observe. Bring your attention on your eyelids. With great alertness, perfect equanimity, we just observe any sensation. Try to observe any sensation on your nose area, on your cheeks, on your lips, on your chin. Move your awareness to your ears, both of your ears. Any sensation on your right ear, any sensation on your left ear. Just acknowledge, simply observe with equanimity. Now move your attention to the back of your neck. Any sensation, any contraction. Just observe. Scan your whole upper back, your shoulder blades. Gently move your attention a little bit lower. Scan your back and lower back for any sensation. You may feel warmth, you may feel the touch of the cloth on your skin. Anything is fine. Just observe any present sensation. Move your attention to your throat, sides of your neck. Just observe. Bring your attention to your chest area. Carefully observe any sensation in that region. Acknowledge what you observe. And keep moving your attention to your belly, and move your attention to your abdomen. All sensations have the same nature, whether they are pleasant or unpleasant. Move your attention to your arms. Let's scan our right arm. Any sensation on the shoulder joint, we acknowledge. Move your attention to your upper arm, your elbows, your forearm, notice any sensation in your wrist, in your palm, back of your hand, or fingers. Move your attention to your left arm, starting from the shoulder joint. Observe for any sensation. And move to the upper arm, elbows, the forearm, wrist, palm, back of the hand, and fingers. Bring your attention to the sides of your torso, left side and right side, both. Just observe any sensation in either side of the torso. All sensations have the same nature. They all arise and dissolve. Keep moving your attention to your hips. Try to observe the sensation of contact of your body with the seat. Move your attention to your right thigh. Carefully, completely scan the whole region. Now move your attention to your knee. And to the calf, to the foreleg. Now the ankle, the sole of the foot, our heel, top of the foot, and toes. Now bring your attention to your left thigh, all sensations arise and dissolve. No sensation stays for eternity. All have the same nature. They are transitory, impermanence. Keep moving your attention to your left knee. Acknowledge any sensation. And to the calf, foreleg, ankle, sole of the foot, top of the foot, and toes. Observe toes of both of your legs together. Any sensation in either of the toes. You may feel the temperature of the atmosphere or the contact with the wind blowing. Any sensation or lack of sensation. Just observe and move to the next step. Bring your attention to the top of your foot. Both the soles of your feet. Both the ankles. Sensations arise and dissolve. We observe with equanimity, without reacting or responding to those sensations. Keep moving your attention to foreleg and calf region of both the legs simultaneously. And move it even more upwards to your knees. Scan your thighs. And scan the area which is making contact with the seat. From hips, bring your attention to either side of your trunk. And move your attention to fingers of both the hands. Observe any sensation in any of the fingers of either of the hand. And your palm. Scan the back of your hand. Wrist. Observe any sensation in your forearm. Bring your attention to both of your elbows. And your upper arms. See if there is any sensation in the upper arms. Move your attention to shoulder joints. Move your attention to your lower back. Keep moving your attention to the upper back, shoulder blades, complete back. Observe for any sensation. And the back of your neck. Any sensation there? Bring your attention to your abdominal region. Now move your attention to the belly. And move your attention to your chest. and your throat and sides of your neck. Notice any sensation in your chin, on your lips, on your cheeks, on your nose, on your eyelids. Or any sensation in your forehead. Bring your attention to your ears. Back of your head. And top of your head. Relax. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinaḥ, sarve santu niramayaः, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaśyit dukha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Whatever benefits we have acquired from our practice, may it be shared by all. May peace, joy, happiness spread all around us and beyond. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all see good. May nobody ever suffer. May there be peace, peace, and peace alone. Now join your palms and rub them against each other. As you sense some warmth between your palms, cup your hands over your eyes and slowly open your eyes into your palms. I hope you all enjoyed this session. If anyone wants to share their experience, they can share now. And obviously you can share anytime on this chat or on any of other channels. I know that this session actually was longer than what we expected it to be, but I wanted to show at least one complete body scan in both the ways. You can scan your hands and legs separately, or you can scan your hands and leg together. Anything is fine. So I just wanted to show both the possible ways that we can do it. The important thing is that we decide what we are going to do, and we do that same sequence every time we go from up and down. I just did both of it because I wanted to show it in the same session, but that's the whole idea. As you practice more, you can start to not rest on any of the body parts, but as soon as you sense any sensation, you can keep moving, and that will gradually shorten the span or the period you take to scan your entire body from up to down and down to up. So at this point, we were waiting for when we were trying to scan every body part, we were waiting for a couple of minutes. That is generally done in starting because you have not acquired concentration skills enough to bring your attention completely to a body part instantaneously. But as you practice, your concentration power strengthens, and as soon as you think of a body part, all of your attention will go to that region, and that way you can quickly observe any sensation and move to the next region. But it has to be done sequentially. As soon as you observe any sensation, you can move to the next body part and slowly and gradually speeden up this process, and you can even observe free flow. As you just think of every body part from top to bottom, you will be able to sense vibrations everywhere, and you can go just like a free flow as water runs from top to bottom. When you take shower, at the same speed you can actually move from top to bottom and bottom to top. Okay, so I think we don't have any speaker now here. I see that you guys had some issue with the audio. There was some buzzing sound coming in every time you speak. Yeah, that is it's called a static interference basically. So I don't want to show you, but if I just touch the connector, it will make even louder sound. I tried to fix it, but I could not figure out how I can fix it. Maybe I will upgrade the microphone later, but yeah, till that you will have to live with it. Sorry. And there were two people who were talking loudly and broke my concentration before I could complete it. Any suggestion as into what to do in such circumstances arise? Yeah, so these kind of things will always happen. There will always be some kind of distraction around you or inside of you. So it's not something that you have to fix externally, right? You can fix external distractions. You can try to minimize distraction and try to plan your session in such a way that it is planned in such an hour where you have the least amount of distraction. But the most appropriate way is to just train our attention in such a way that we can pull it back to the object of meditation, because you can plan how much ever you want for the external world, but then when the chatter in the mind starts, when the thoughts start, you can't plan it with the time, you can't plan it in any other way. You have to train your mind to be able to bring the attention back to the object of meditation. So yeah, that's the recommended approach. There will always be, there are situations where I have meditated which are very loud, but you can do that. It does not matter. If there are exercises or lessons you could teach us on strengthening our attention span, that would be great. There is no specific exercise as such, but there are dharanas where you basically try to hold your attention to different kinds of objects. So there are, as I discussed in the beginning, in our first session we did mantra meditation. That is a much easier way to build your concentration rather than using, even compared to using breath, because when you are using breath, you are simply observing, and when you are simply observing, a lot of mental energy is not being consumed in that activity. Observation is much simpler than doing something. So when you chant, you employ a lot of your mental energies in trying to listen the sound inside of your head. That is therefore an easier way to build your concentration. But as you gradually build your concentration, you will be able to focus on all kind of meditation object, whether it be sound, whether it be sight. There is also a meditation technique to build concentration which is called tratak, where you actually lit a candle in a dimly lit room and try to gaze at the flame of the candle for not more than 3 to 5 minutes, and then you close your eyes and try to visualize that same flame inside of your head. And when you lose that image, you again open your eyes, and for 3 to 5 minutes you gaze at the candle. So these are some of the techniques that you can use to enhance your concentration, but it needs, all of these practices actually need regular exercise. I mean, you regularly have to do it, and you will be able to see the difference in your concentration in a very short period of time. Within a week or so, you will be able to see there is a huge difference. So hopefully that should have answered your question. And yeah, thank you everyone for joining. If there are no further questions or speakers for sharing experience, we can close this now. Again, thank you everyone for joining. I know this session was longer than usual, but I thank you very much for your patience. See you all next week.